it's me again as usual. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so first of all, before I start, I'd like to share some. It's kind of a short story to be honest, because this morning, me and my dad went through some of the old DVDs that I haven't seen for a long time. So let's say I just meant the DVDs that we kept in a shed. That's the thing, really. So like I said, me and my dad went through to some of the DVDs, and I choose the ones that I would definitely would watch. And I did put them in the cupboard so I can able to keep them in and keep them safe and sound. And I also just want to admit how much I always can be obsessed with my DVD collections. I mean, I don't think you guys can blame me on this point because we all get that feeling sometimes when even though you get the idea, like being a kid and such in your own time back in 2000s or 2010s, whichever what year you guys were born. Well, I'm just stating the point what I'm saying here because it's just really interesting, which I literally found one of my best favorite DVDs I haven't seen for a long time. Bella Dancerella. That's one of my favorite. The one I got in the DVD I've got, well, that's the Disney Princess one. Yeah, some of you probably see my video of the DVD sometime earlier on one of my channel. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so that's an interesting story to be honest. Yeah, and that's just well, I mean, there's another thing I want to mention about. Okay, so can I just be honest? I remember some of the DVDs in the bag, and one of them is one of the shows well, can I just say before I could actually say something else? I say I did used to enjoy it as a kid. Well, I remember the theme song for it. It spooks me for some reason. Don't ask me why. I was only a kid, so please don't ask me, okay? Thank you. Because it's best I don't explain it. I'd rather not talk about it. But the show I'm talking about was called Bottom Moon. Yeah, I don't think almost you guys will know that show. I understand that if some of you may either have seen it or not. I'm just saying that I remember watching it on this DVD called Kids Classics DVD. Yeah, and I also have another DVD with the show Bottom Moon title on the DVD. Yeah. Basically, I have two DVDs with Bottom Moon on it. Crazy. So, yeah. Okay. But like I said, I did used to enjoy it as a kid. I wouldn't say I would watch it again, but I got to admit, I did like some few bits from that show, to be honest. Yeah, crazy, right? I mean, tell me about it. I mean, I don't think you can blame me on this point. I'm not sure if you might like it or not, Josh. But if you're interested in watching it, that's totally fine by you. I mean, you know what I mean. I don't mind if you want to or not. It's totally fine. It's your choice. So no rush. I mean, no rush me. Okay. And I also remember some of the other cartoons that I also have watched from my Kids Classic DVD collection. Even though I did have two DVDs of the Cult Kid Classics. The ones that begins with a C for some reason, and the other one that spells with a K. Okay, I don't know what's the big difference, but I'm just saying. But well, actually, before I go ahead, Joshy, if you really want to watch that show, then it's up to you. But let me remind you that it is a really old show. Sometimes in the 80s, something like that. If I got that right, if I had to be really honest. Sometimes I'm not really good at mesmerizing the what year some shows are from. But I know one of the shows that I've also known that I've watched from my DVD, but it actually came out sometime in the 70s, and it's called Rainbow. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I cannot believe it's so old that. I mean, and please don't start with Zippy. Yeah, seriously, Zippy, zip your lip. We don't want to hear it anymore. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, no, seriously, Zippy can be annoying. Oh my god. Zippy, I mean, I know he's funny, but yeah, he can be a bit troublemaker. Bit remind of Alvin from Alvin the Chipmunks. You can say that. And I also remember him. Oh, yes, that's it. Charlton and the Willies. Oh, I remember that show. My sister used to hate that witch. She said, and my family told me that my sister got scared of that witch. Trust me, guys, I don't think you will like that witch anyway either, because the way she does that, like, evil laugh, like, I'm gonna guess you all. I'm gonna spell on you. Something like that. Okay, I just did that. But never mind, but still. Seriously, I'm not that scared of that witch, to be honest, but my sister was at the time, so can't judge her. Okay. Sebastian, seriously, you do not even laugh now? Okay, I can't judge you that because I did one just then as well myself. Oh, hey Mickey, hi. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest with you, Joshy, I prefer Friendly Witch too. Like Glinda, for example, from The Wicked. Wicked! Yeah. Sorry, I just have to do it. You just have to come out. And I also remember Danger Mouse. Good old Danger Mouse, baby. Even though I don't really watch the new one, but I do remember watching the old one on my Cold Kids Classics DVD. Yeah, it's really awesome, to be honest. It's been a long time since I watched Danger Mouse on that DVD, so I won't remember all the details or every bits and bits, You get the idea of what I'm saying here? Something like that. And wait, huh? Oh, okay. So you're saying it's like an anniversary or something, that Tom? Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah. And funny enough, but it's also a fun fact that the voice who did the Danger Mouse in the original series also the voice of the BFG from the cartoon one. Yep, that's him, alright. I still can't believe this, because my dad told me this when I was a kid myself. Actually, I think I was a teenager. Like I said, sometimes it's hard to remember, but I just know for a fact that my dad told me. And that's not the only thing that my dad told me. He also said to me that the actress who plays Miss Trunchbull from Matilda and the actor who plays, the voice of the BFG in the original, the cartoon one, well, they're basically friends in real life. When my dad told me that, I was like, what? I did not know that they actually know each other in real life. Okay. Now that's going crazy every single time. Okay. And speaking of which, I love Matilda. That gives me the childhood vibe. Tell me about it. Yeah, I know. I know that. Seriously, I still can't believe it, to be honest with you, Tom. It's really, really brilliant. Yeah. Oh, and there's another show I also remember from the Cool Kids Classic DVD, and it's called Count Duckula. Count Duckula. You know, I don't know if some of you guys are able to remember that, but I remember watching it. It can be scary in a way, but I don't think it's that creepy. Okay, maybe a little bit, but I do remember watching it. I wasn't even that bothered as a kid, to be honest. Well, sometimes the intro can give you a creepy ooh sort of vibe, which is actually brilliant. Yeah, tell me about it. And I also remember this other show from that DVD. Wait, what? I did not know that. Hang on a minute. Okay, hold a thought. Tom, you just reminded me of something, because my dad did say to me that the guy who did the voice of Gingerbread was also in Count Duckula. And when my dad first told me that, I was like shocked. Like, God, what the blazing? Okay, can we please get Mickey Mouse, please? Okay, no mind, but still. Okay, and oh yeah, Jamie and the Magic Torch. I remember that one. Oh, Jamie and the Magic Torch. Seriously, that song is so catchy. I can't help it. It's just so magic somehow. It's like Jamie in the Wonderland or something. Get it? You might get the joke if you ever have seen Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. Oh my god. And oh, I don't know, but I have seen Web Charlotte's. I have seen Charlotte's Web, but I never watched it as a kid or anything until like older. But the first one I have watched was the 2006 before I watched the cartoon one that came out in the 70s. So yeah, let's say I watched the 2006 version of that Charlotte's Web film before I watched the 70s one, with the cartoon. Tom, can I just be honest on this point? I've always imagined me as Jamie and my dogs as, Jamie's dog. Get it? I mean, crazy. That would be totally funny, but also brilliant. I've always liked to do something like that. Like me going to Disney World or something. I meet Princess Ariel. Oh, I could meet my best friend Safie. Now that would be a quick way to see Safie every day. And Safie, if you're watching my video, you probably would agree with me on this point, because I know your sister, because I know you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, Wordsworth. Okay. Okay. All right. What on earth? What people came up with the name Wordsworth for a dog? I mean, I know he's a talking dog, but seriously? A Wordsworth. What kind of name is that for a dog? Okay, I don't know, but still. Okay. Can I just be honest with you, Kiki Loveheart? I understand if you want to know if I ever remember some of the shows that you may remember. Can I just say something before I say something? Let me remind you that I won't able to know which shows that you want me to answer on this point, because I'm not always follow with some of the things that you have watched. Okay, so please understand that. Okay, but don't worry. We probably would have watched something that we both would like, but I will mention some of them in a minute, or maybe a bit later or so. I don't know, but you just got to be patient, okay? Thank you. And okay. Oh, and speaking of which, about Sibabees, guys, apparently I got a bit of a sad news. Apparently, and about one of my videos on one of my channels. When I shared you the video about this website of the old website of Sibabees. Well, apparently the link is broken, as in I don't think we able to access to the actual link to get to that website anymore. Oh well, I was so disappointed. I was trying to find a way how to get it back, but turns out there's no other way, so I might as well just leave it the way it is. So, but don't worry, I'll still keep my videos up for many reasons. I know, Joshy, I know. Mm-hmm. So, and the Alpha Cold Kids Classics DVD. I also remember. I also remember Crystal Tips and Alistair. Oh, okay, that show is creepy. No, seriously, if you don't believe me, fine. But can I just be honest? When I first watched that show, I did not like the animation. It looks creepy. It's just so stiff. Yes, I know. In those old days, they were made. I mean, let's just say the point what I'm trying to say, because in these days we're able to try to draw things more that is not always too stiffy. But back in the day, before we all were born, there was no any stuff to make the animation go curvy or something like that. I don't know. I'm not always good at making sense, but you just got to understand that. Okay. Yeah. And that Gail Crystal Tips, she's. I don't know how to say it, but she looks weird in my opinion. The way her face, I mean, she's supposed to be a kid. I mean, seriously. If you want to look it up, feel free to do so. Yeah. And Finger Bobs. That's it. I remember that one. I remember that show. Yeah. Especially that stupid blanket. Sorry, trying to keep myself warm. Okay. Okay. Finger Bobs. That's it. So I was going to say, I remember watching that mouse moments from that show on my DVD. Oh yeah, another one. Okay, there's a show called Bods. Yeah. Okay, can I just be honest? I did used to enjoy it, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. But yeah, it is true to be fair. Uh-huh. Okay, and okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's it. Mary, Mungo, and Midge. I remember that one. It's so good. My dad said he used to love that. And he still does. But let's just say he just haven't watched that for a long time. Yeah. Tell me about it, guys. I know how you guys are feeling right now about we don't get shows like the ones that we have in our time these days. So sad. But sometimes we just got to accept it, guys. Yeah, I know you guys may don't like to hear that coming from me, but I'm just saying that by just being honest with you, sometimes we can't always get things back the way it used to be. you know, you know, the way it was at the time, something like that. Yeah, tell me about it. And I still can't believe Peppa Pig is still ongoing. Okay, no, seriously. Okay, do you think it's a bit weird what they did to Peppa Pig and that these days? No, seriously. I know not everyone likes Peppa Pig, but I do love Peppa Pig growing up. So opinion handled if some of you may don't like Peppa Pigs. So yeah. Even though I have to be really honest, I I don't know how to put this, but this show called Bluey, um, it's alright to be honest, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. So opinion handled if you like it or something like that. Okay. Yeah, you do have a point there, Tom. Okay. Sorry. Oh yeah. My opinion about my thoughts about Balmori. Okay. Can I just be honest on this one? I love it. Even though I barely watch Balmori these days, but I still sometimes still watch some songs and some best moments I personally did used to watch as a kid, and and I also was obsessed playing some of the games that I used to play as a kid. Come on, woo! I mean, I know I'm not the only one. We all get that feeling when it comes to old games. I still remember this PC game of the Balmori. I used to play that all the time. I never stopped remembering it. Never. No way. Not gonna happen. Never forget your childhood. Sorry. I just like doing little voices. And if I really, really need to admit this, Jessie Jump is my favorite character. And don't worry, I do like the other characters like Miss Hooley, PC Plum, Spencer the Painter. Okay, Joshi, you literally just got me there, mate. What's the story in Balmori? I love that song. Seriously. What's the story in Balmori? What do you like to know? I love that joke. Okay. Um, oh, okay. I got it. Spot the dog. I used to watch that all the time. I'm not sure if I still got the DVD, but I do remember some best moments on that DVD, especially the game I always used to play on that DVD. Yeah. I remember playing one of the games about help finding spots. Yeah. I think there's another game, but I can't remember what it's about now. It's been a long time, so it's going to take time for me to process those memories. If anyone who's still got that DVD somewhere, if you'd like to share what the other game was about, then feel free to do so. If you do remember, it's totally fine. If you either can or you can't, it's totally fine. I mean, I totally understand, yeah, because I know how you feel about not able to remember certain things. Yeah. Wait, what? Sport is getting a reboot? Okay, no, that's great. I so want to watch that. Thanks for mentioning that, Tom. Ooh, can't wait to see what that's going to be about. I just do hopefully they won't ruin Sport though. Let's just hope not. Because Spot is supposed to be a cute, friendly little, doggy wuggy woogie woos. How did you know tomorrow? Oh, sorry. Oh, you're asking my friend Tom. Okay, sorry, Josh. Just wasn't sure what you're trying to say. Never mind. Okay. Have you ever seen a show called Horrible Histories? Okay. Can I just be honest on this one? Opinion handled if you like it, but I just not really, you know, yeah. I just not really into stuff like that, to be honest. My sister did used to. Yeah, but yeah. No, it's alright, Joshy, don't worry. I get that sometimes. Sometimes the keyboards on the laptop or your phone or your iPad, it can be pretty annoying sometimes, even though we can write too fast. Especially when it comes to our fingers being too slippery, something like that. And oh yeah. Oh, and my answer to your question, Joshy, even though my girlfriend Tom already told you, but like I said, well, like Tom said, I meant that me and Tom know each other since high school. Yeah. I would say, and I don't think I actually met Tom when I first went to school, the same school that we both used to go to, but I just know him sometime in 2019 until we both left school on that point in 2020. Wow, it's been a long time. Mm-hmm. And I do remember this one day when we went to this place in town, and something about a leaving day, something like that, and we were like getting certificates, like something like that. You get the idea what I mean. Because I can't use the word graduation because my dad keeps telling me it's an American word, so I just don't know what's a big deal. Okay, never mind. Okay, and hmm. And speaking about school, oh, actually, I was going to say, like I said about school, and when me and my good friend Tom and my best friend Sophie and some other classmates that I've known before I left school, we did kind of left way too early due to stupid COVID. You kind of easily agree with me there, Tom, because COVID was a pain in the neck back in the day. Like seriously. No, tell me. No, seriously, tell me about it, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know COVID it isn't that big of a problem a bit lately these days now, but it still can be a problem sometimes lately. Even though, because a few years back it was a big deal, and yeah, Joshi, it was scary. Totally. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Tom. I'm also glad it's all over. Thank God for that. I was too worried that I would lose one of my family, but luckily, no way that ever happened. So good riddance to that stupid COVID. And speaking of which, Trump is a hypocrite. You want to know why I said that? Let's just say he decided to put out a party. Oh my god. Seriously, what kind of man is he? Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay. And speaking about Trump, cannot believe what he just been saying lately about autism is something, you don't believe me what I'm gonna say? You might as well have to go on one of my YouTube friends in Mutual Centre UK. If you go on his channel and go onto his community tab, you might see one of his posts saying about what Trump's been saying about us people with autism. So seriously. And believe me, if I ever see Trump, I would tell him to get lost. But I rather not want to meet him. No way. I won't even blame her, to be honest with you, Joshy. Your sister has every right to be angry. And you could have seen our friend Josh, as in Metros and UK. You could have seen how he reacts when he told me and some others about it. He was absolutely toasted. Like seriously, he was like angry, offended, and I wouldn't even blame him, to be honest. Even though I don't really take it that too much of a, too personally, like the way he did, but I wouldn't blame him for how the way he reacted to it. So yeah. Never mind. And speaking about the word autism, let's just say, because me and my dad's been talking about something earlier on, when I mentioned about I would like to get something that I used to have back, and he said that I'm a bit too old for that now, because since I'm an adult. Yeah, I know my dad just has a point, but I did say to him that I keep getting people telling me that I'm never too old for some certain things that I used to love and enjoy. But my dad just told me by convincing that no matter what these people are saying, that I should listen to myself and listen to my parents as well. Are you hearing what I'm saying here? So yeah. And don't get me wrong, I do love all the things that I used to do as a kid. I still do. It just depends on which ones, to be honest. And I certainly do remember upload a video of this Disney Princess cash machine that I used to play with. And that's the one I used to have. Yeah. So good memories. I just have a thought in my head. Yeah, just give me a second, guys. I'll be right back in a flash. Now let's see. Okay. Share the screen. Let's see what I can do. Just bear with me, guys. I'm nearly done. Just need to find something. And this one. Okay. Found it. Found it. Sorry. I just got too excited. Okay, so there's a file I would love to show you guys. And these are the stuff that I had growing up. I don't have some of them anymore, but I still have some of these, like these games. And I also still have some of those Peppa Pig DVDs. And there's the cash machine that I used to have, the one I've already told you guys all about. Ta-da! Here's the Disney Princess cash machine. I used to play that all the time growing up. And you can see the little cards, and you can see that thingy scan that that scan people stuff. And you can see that thingy where you have to, calculating. Yeah, and there's like a little book right here. Oh, and that's the microphone just up there. Yeah. And you can see that thing that will show you how much costs that you put on your machining. So like that. Tell me about it. Let's see what else I got. There's the DVDs. I still got the Bubbles DVD, and I definitely still got that one, and that one somewhere. Oh yeah, I remember saw this DVD in that bag I mentioned earlier. When I mentioned about me and Dad were going through all the DVDs that we found in the shed. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I used to eat this. I used to eat that kind of thing as a kid. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I got that. Well, technically, I don't really have this cover though. I do got a DVD somewhere in my cupboard, but it looks different compared to this one. Oh yeah, that's the DVD. TV for the DVDs that I used to have as a kid. But we don't have that telly anymore, which is actually good for me anyway, because I'd rather not explain whole details. But let's just say, because I remember we used to have it in the conservatory room, and every time when it's like nighttime, we always had to lock the conservatory room door and close the curtains. And I used to sit in the back room that was right next to the conservatory room, and I used to get scared on my own on that room in the old house that I used to live in. And believe me or not, guys, I used to get scared every freaking night as a kid, like literally. Like I'd want my mom and my dad to be in the same room with me when I was young. No, seriously, I can't help myself thinking about like that when I was young. But I think you guys can blame me on this point, because apparently that's just the way I felt at the time, and I still feel that way these days sometimes. Not all the time, but there are moments where I do feel like I want to be in the same room with my parents. Sometimes I get spooked with the nighttime, especially when it goes quiet, and I just don't like it, to be honest. I don't think I ever to get out, grow out of it. I have to be really honest with you, boys and girls, to tell the truth by admitting it. So, and the shed that we used to had in my old house, the one I mentioned before, that shed used to give me the creeps. Only at nighttime. Seriously, it's just so scary. Okay, can we just forget about that? Shut up, Sparkle. Oh, sorry. I was watching Kelsey before. Sorry. Oh yeah, and there's Bella Dance Relativity. That's the one I've been watching, and that's the exact DVD I was literally just found this morning from the shed. The one that I live in now. And that's one of the Cold Kids DVD that I told you guys all about. Yeah. Sorry, trying to get my legs moving. Sorry. Okay, so that's the exact DVD I used to have, and I certainly remember the flumps. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't. Okay. Okay. I really have to say this, but you might find it a bit cringy, but funny at the same time. Let's say every time my dad hears the theme tune of the Flumps, he always, like wiggling his bottom, like he was dancing to it. every time. It's like I said, it can be cringy, but it's funny. And Sophie, I know you're laughing. I just can't deny it. Okay, and I also remember this one, Willow the Wisp. Yeah. Oh, that's the Crystal Tips and Elsa I told you guys all about. Tuesday free. Can you tell? Yep, that's them, alright. And that's Mary, Mungo, and Mitch. Yep. And that's Fingerbub I told you guys about. And I also did mention you guys earlier about a show called Bud. And I certainly remember this one, Hector's House. I also had another DVD, like sort of a collection of the episodes of this show. Yeah, something like that. I had to add that to my files at some point. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Rhubarb. I remember watching that. But I also remember watching it on the Milkshake channel, apparently. Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay, Stuart Little. I remember this one. Definitely this one. Oh yeah, the Teletubbies. I remember these Teletubby home videos, or VHSs, what do you like to call them? Yeah. It's a good thing I download some of the videos with the full episodes of these so I can able to watch them at any time I like on my files, so I don't have to worry anymore. But seriously, I've always liked to download some things that I always want to watch them on my own computer and not always on YouTube, Yeah. Oh yeah, the Little Mermaid videos, they're actually based on some of the episodes from the 90s TV show for The Little Mermaid. I used to watch them with my best friend Sophie in primary school. Okay, seriously. Okay, I can't admit I wasn't expecting that was going to come up then, but I actually didn't mind anyway. Seriously. And I also remembered this. Yeah, I remember this TV. It's not my picture or anything, but I do remember this peculiar TV, and I would say something similar with with this other telly for the DVD only. Like I said, those two pictures, some of them are not my pictures, but there are some that are mine, like this one, for instance. So yeah, I just remember watch my home videos on this telly, and we used to have that telly in my mom and dad's old bedroom in our old house. Well, technically, the second home in a different area in where we used to live before we moved to here where I am now. Yeah, I'd rather not mention where I live, okay? So please understand that. Thank you very much. Okay, so for some reason I don't really have a VHS or DVD of this, but I do remember watching a film on this. But I watched this with my class in the primary school, not the one with Sophie not the one I met Sophie in, but I remember watching this in the primary school a long time before I met Sophie. And I remember one of the scenes I didn't like as a kid, and I even used to get nightmares of it, when Dorothy splashes the water over the witch, and I didn't like that one bit. So yeah, okay. So I just looking at your comments at the same time, just like you guys know. And these are all the stuff. So this is my own picture because been looking at the stuff on Google and then add them on Paint so I can put them all together so I can like to show you guys at some point, like now, for example. And I still got all of them at home where I live now. Yeah, and I still got that school bag somewhere, but I haven't used that for a long time since I left high school. Yeah. Okay. And I still got these books, and I literally love reading these books, to be honest. And oh yeah, the Tweenies DVD. That's the DVD I used to have. I can't believe it's so long. Okay. Okay, and that's a VHS that I used to have as a kid, The Lion King. Oh, speaking of which, some of you guys might able to remember you guys might remember one of my videos on one of my channels where I was talking about the VHS I used to have as a kid. Yeah. And if you want to, unless you haven't seen it yet, feel free to watch it anytime you like. No rush. Okay. Make your butt. Sorry, I was talking to my computer. Okay. And I also remember watching Madeline as a kid. And I certainly remember watching this in primary school. Yeah. Oh, that's just a picture of the older version of iTunes. Yeah. Let's see if I can zoom it up a bit. Yeah, here we go. So that's what iTunes used to look like when I was young. Like most of you guys as well, unless you remember it as well as I did. So yeah. And I certainly remember watching Doctor Who on my dad's old laptop on his iTunes collections. And I never stop forgetting that memory. Never, ever, ever. Okay, so let's see. I remember this. I used to have that VHS. I remember some of the songs from that, like Wheels on a Bus Go round and round, round and round, round and round. And I also remember Adam Music Man. I think that was on that home video as well. I can't remember now, but it's a long time. But I do remember some of the songs, not just on this home video, of course, but I also remember some of the other songs from the actual TV show. I also used to watch it on Super Bees as a kid. But I do remember this song called something about over and under, something about the mountain. Up on the mountain, do 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 do. We hope we can see, something like that. And I also remember another song about rain. And oh yeah, that's it. I hear thunder, I hear thunder. It's like thunder. Sorry, I keep messing my words. Maybe you have to raindrop, maybe you want to raindrop on. So are you. Okay, I can't help it. I love singing. Okay, so I remember this home video I used to have. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, that's me on picture, by the way. Although those toys I found on Google, so I just remember used to have them, especially the microphone. I actually still got that somewhere in my bedroom under my bed somewhere. It's been a long time. Let's see new comments. Ooh. That's it. The bear was over the mountain. That's it. I was just reading your comments, by the way, just to let you guys know. Yeah. And I also remember some other songs like Um, something about hide and seek. From this episode, I'm Too Small, when Bella and Fizz and Milo were trying to find Jake. Yeah. And I also remember the other song from this episode about the marionette thingy puppet that Bella kind of broke and lies about it. Yeah, well, you get the idea. Yeah, I just remember a song about now you know you're caught, now you know you're caught, E-I-R-O, now you know you're caught. Yeah. Now you're caught, guys. I caught you. I caught you in the act. Okay, I'm just teasing. Sometimes I always feel like in my own head, I always imagine it, me and my best friend Sophie and my other good friends, including you guys, doing that same game. No, seriously, that would be totally crazy. No, trust me, guys, it would be too funny. Aw, did you guys thought I was literally trying to arrest you or something? No, don't worry, I'm not that stupid to do something like that. Okay, there's Peasy Plum on the way. Oh, there he is. Scooty Goody Doo. Okay. You know, speaking about singing, I just love singing. What about you guys? I mean, seriously, who wants to have some music? I got waves. I just can't help it. I just love it. Okay, just hang on for a second, guys. Save that. Okay, and let's see what I can do. Oh, get lost, stupid thing. Okay. Now let's see what I can do. And I can't wait to do this. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Can't wait to do this. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I am the music man. You are the music man. I come from down your way. You come from down our way. And I can play. I play piano. Pia, pia, piano. Piano, no. Pia, pia, piano. Pia, piano. Pia, pia, piano. Pia, piano. Now that is the best song I loved as a kid. I still do. I can't believe it's just been a long time. Now let's see what other songs I can think of. I might as well have to turn the volume a little down because it can be a bit too loud. Just bear with me. Come on, you lazy mouse. Ugh. Okay, hang on. Okay. The wheels on the bus go
next. Beep the horn next. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep. All day long.
Beep. Yep. Beep. Your noses, guys. Beep the nose. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry, I can't help it. I mean, seriously, can you guys go crazy about on this point? I mean, beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm actually enjoying myself at this point. Oh, I speak about beep beep. Like beep beep, as in broom, broom. Can you guess what I was trying to do here? Brum, of course. Yeah, Brum is one of the best shows I always liked as a kid on CBBS. This is like, I know you guys from the UK were able to know what I'm trying to say here. Yes. I just love that show, to be honest. Even though I haven't seen that show for a long time. But I can admit that my best friend Sophie sometimes watch Brum sometimes on YouTube. And I can't blame her, to be honest. Oh, and I was another call that also makes that beep beep. I say, oh yeah, Noddy's car. You know, Noddy. I love Noddy. I watched I also, well, okay. I watched two versions, to be honest, and I remember the one I also watched from CBBS, and I also remember the other version of Noddy on Milkshake. And to be honest, I can't even pick which one is the best. I actually adore them both, to be honest. I haven't watched them for a long time, I have to be really honest. Okay, is there a car here? I wanna what? Oh, it's you, Joshy. It's you, isn't it? I'm just teasing. Okay. And I also, okay. It just came into my head just now. Rory the racing car. Rory, yes. Well, okay. How about this, Joshy? How about we do a Mario Kart race, huh? Yeah, let's go on the kart race, baby. Yeah, let's go, guys. And did you guys know that Peter Kay is actually in Rory, the racing car? That's him, right? Some of you might remember him in the thingy song about sha la 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 sha la 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 la. Yep, that's the one. Okay, Amaretto Amarillo. Do. Do. Yeah. And speaking about Peter Kay, I hear some rumors about Peter, a nice guy. I wonder why. But he is nice, don't get me wrong, but I just remember this one time my sister told me that one of her friends met Peter Kay once in some restaurant, and she said to my sister that he was being rude to her by telling her to go away with an angry tone. Like, whoa. That's just not being a celebrity in my point of view on this one. Yeah. I guess he's busy, or being a celebrity or something, but that's no excuse for him to be so rude to my sister's friend like that. If someone wants to say hello, just say hello back, but nicely. It's not that hard. Jeez, Kate. Jeez, where's your sense of humor? Yeah, I wouldn't even blame him, to be honest with you, Tom. Yeah, I have to agree on you on this point. Yeah. Because I wouldn't even blame Peter either, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't even want people going in my face if I ever do become a celebrity one time, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Even though I'm kind of already popular anyway on YouTube somehow, because almost everyone seems to know that's what I do, to be honest. Yeah, that's how almost of you guys that I know online knows about me. Well, my friend Tom and my best friend Sophie know me for a long time in real life. Yes. And then Angelina Ballerina. I love Angelina Ballerina. Yeah. I like two versions of Angelina Ballerina actually, because I remember watching the old one. I've always loved the original one, but I also like the new one that used to air on the Milkshake channel, and I also used to watch it on a DVD as a kid. I still got it with me. Actually, it's in the DVD cupboard, so I can always watch that at some point. Maybe one day when I get a chance to. Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking, Devon. So yeah, okay. And I also remember oh yeah, Harry and his book full of dinosaurs. I remember watching that. And it's best not to mention one of the episodes that I used to get scared of as a kid. Maybe it's best not. Because some of you might get the idea what I'm talking about here, because some of you probably already hear about that like so many times already, so it's best not to keep repeating every time. So yeah. But I do love the show, don't get me wrong. But I also remember the show called something about Bert and Ernie's Adventures. Yeah, I remember watching that. Can't remember most of it, to be honest, but I do remember this one moment when Bert got hypnotized to become a pigeon. You know, like woo, woo, woo. Okay, that was a weird episode I ever remembered as a kid, and believe me, that just getting freaky. Oh yeah, I know that. Oh, that's. I know all about that already. To be honest with you, Tom, I still can't believe it because I remember I saw one of the comments on YouTube said something similar to what you just said to me just now. Yeah, I just can't believe it. And speaking about the woman who did the voice of Angelina Ballerina in the original version, she didn't not just voice Angelina herself. She also did another character in the original cartoon. I don't know what's her name again, but she's like she looks like an old granny sort of character, and she always a grumpy mouse. Mice, and she sort of she always wears this blue hat and blue clothes, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Well, that's the character that Finty Williams been voicing as she did the voice of Angelina. That's it, Miss Hodgepodge. That's it. No wonder why she's a little hotchy. Get it? Okay. And and I also remember so many. Sorry. Oh, and actually, I remember this show, but it was a really old one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it came out sometimes in the 70s as well. But I also remember watching it on Milkshake, and it's called Meow Meow, so like that. meow, 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 la 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 la, do 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 do, meow, 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 la 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 la. No, so seriously, that song is so catchy. I can't help it. I mean, give me a break. And speaking about cats, can I just be honest? With me and my friends and the staff members in the day center that I go to, and we are starting doing some Halloween stuff because we were planning to do because last year we did Michael Jackson Thriller, but we are going to do Hocus Pocus. I've got to put a spell on you, and now you're mine, something like that. Okay, and speak about cats. I did say to my friend Sam, please don't include cats for this Halloween this year because I have my reasons too, and he totally respects and understand me because if you guys remember what I told you about my cat Smudge when he passed away, I did kind of tell Sam not to include like black cats for our Halloween this year because it just somehow reminds me of him. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I still love cats, but every time I see black cats, they just keep reminding me of this flashback I used to, maybe it's best not to get upset over it, but you get the feeling if you understand what I'm saying here. So yeah, I just hope you guys can understand that regardless if you like cats like I do, yeah. Okay, thanks for saying that for me, Joshy. I'm glad to hear you said that for me. Yeah, because I need to hear that anyway. So anyway, let's forget about it, hey? Okay. And oh, can you guys figure out which other shows that you guys remember? Either on any channels that you guys watched growing up? Yeah. I do remember watching Dora the Explorer on Nick Jr. Yeah. And the other show that is actually a spin-off to Dora Explorer, but it's about her cousin called I don't know how to pronounce his name again. Diego, yeah. Oh, Phoebe and the Flower Tots. Yes. And you know what, Tom? You just remind me of something. I always remember my a car that we used to had before we got rid of it and got replaced with a new car that we have now. I did used to call our old car Fifi for a reason, of course, because and in case you guys are gonna ask me what kind of brand the car was, it was actually called Focus. So let's just say I used to call it Fifi the Focus, and I sometimes did a little song for it, but I used Fifi and the Flower Tots sort of tune, but I kind of twist the words. Yeah, you guys might find it weird, but I just think it's kind of cute. Yeah. I mean, tell me about it. Fifi, the focus car. Get it? Yeah. Just can't help myself keep saying that. Yeah, tell me about it. And they were doing, what other show? Oh, they're so. Oh, actually, wait. Hang on a foot. Hannah's Helpline. That's it. I remember watching that. Never gets old. Mm-hmm. And oh, Hmm. Hang on. Hang on. Just bear me a sec. Oh, yeah. The Little Princess. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I know she can be annoying in a way, but she is only a kid, to remind you guys. But she is funny. Don't get me wrong. Pingu, that's it, Pingu. I've always, every time I make funny noises, I keep looking at the door right next to me to see if my dad comes into the room just to see what was that noise all about. Get it? Because I know my dad, he's sometimes lazy. So anyway, I'm afraid I have to get going now, guys. Oh, hang on. Fun fact: the Little Princess is voiced by Jane Horrocks, who also voiced Are you kidding me right now? Okay. No, seriously, I clearly had no idea that was her. Wow. Tom, can I just say something? I'm glad I met you. Wow. It's great that we get to just talk sometimes, mate. It's a pleasure. And it's really an honor. So I had to get going now, guys, because my dad just told me we're going to bed now, so I had to get going. So I'll see you some other time, guys. And thanks for enjoying with me, guys. And I appreciate that we're having fun. Best friends forever, guys. See ya, and sweet dreams are made of this.